In this new series, we're going to be finding random and untested tactics throughout the Football Manager community, and we're going to see what they're all about. And in this first video of this series, we're starting off with an absolute bang. This tactic I'm going to be showing you got the striker 55 goals in a calendar season. 55 goals. And the tactic we are going to be testing in the first episode of this series is called KLOPPDIOLA over on FM Base, and it is made by someone called Shaquille O'Meal. So make sure if you do like this tactic and you want to give it a go, you go over to this page, all of which will be in the description. Download it and give it a go yourself. So this tactic is a 4-2-3-1 with two playmakers. Interestingly enough, I don't tend to use two playmakers that often because I've never really got them to work together that well. If we have a look at the in possession page, as we can see, it's very, very attacking with both fullbacks being instructed to overlap, pass into space, run at defence. Passing directness is a little shorter and the tempo is a little lower as well. Work ball into the box, so very composed attacking. If we have a look at the transition page, we want to counter press and counter them and distribute to the fullbacks while taking short kicks. If we have a look at the out of possession, a very high line with a very urgent pressing intensity with get stuck in and use tighter marker and forcing the opposition outside. So this tactic is very attacking, very possession based. Doesn't look like it really matters about defending really. It's all about scoring plenty of goals. So I am very excited to see how this tactic gets on. So let's go over to Football Manager, choose a team, and we'll see how it gets on. Now, we are going to start off with the top team. However, we're not going to be going with teams like Manchester City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, or PSG. Teams that are more than likely going to win the league. Instead, we're going to go with a team that isn't necessarily expected to win the league, but given the right tactic, the right players at the disposal, they can really mount a good title charge. And that team, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Chelsea. And with players like Kante, Timo Werner, Havertz, Ziyech, Kovacic, Jorginho, Tammy Abraham, there are plenty of players here that could potentially thrive in this tactic. And Chelsea's expectations this year are they are to qualify for the Champions League, reach the final of the FA Cup, reach the quarter-final of the Champions League. They don't care about the Carabao Cup, but they do want Chelsea to challenge in any domestic cup competition. And if we have a look at the season preview of where Chelsea are expected to finish at the end of the year, they are expected to finish in third place behind Manchester City and Liverpool, but in front of Manchester United, Tottenham, Arsenal and Leicester. And with the tactic plugged in, this is going to be the first 11 that is probably going to play for the majority of the season. It's going to be Mendy, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Kurt Zouma and Bell Chilwell, Kovacic and N'Golo Kante, Ziyech, Havertz, Pulisic and Timo Werner. I'm not going to make any transfers. I'm going to go on holiday till the end of the year. We're going to come back and we're going to see how Chelsea have got on. Congratulations to all Chelsea fans around the world. You are Premier League champions with 89 points, a 7-point lead over second placed Liverpool. And to make it that much better for you Chelsea fans, and I'm sure you'd love to see this in real life, Timo Werner scored a quite frankly ridiculous 36 goals this season. That's right, you didn't hear me wrong. You don't need to clean your ears. Timo Werner, 36 Premier League goals. And it wasn't just the Premier League that Timo Werner absolutely dominated. He also did it in the domestic competitions and Europe. In the Cup, he scored 10 in 8. And in the Champions League, he scored 9 in 10. Absolutely Phenomenal season from Timo Werner here, and I think he's actually improved a little bit throughout the year, and he's valued at £68 million. So it'll be interesting to see if you do use this tactic with Chelsea and Timo Werner has a very similar season, if a big club comes in for him. I mean, they probably will, right? 46 goals in 44 games in all competitions, absolutely ridiculous. And if we ignore Werner's 55-goal season for just a second, we will notice there are plenty of other players in this Chelsea squad that contribute quite a lot. One player in particular definitely deserves a mention was Hakim Ziyech with 21 assists, 12 goals and rocking a 7.17 average rating. Absolutely phenomenal season for the Moroccan international there. And the further we go down in this Chelsea squad, there are plenty of honourable mentions, the likes of Havertz, Pulisic, the two big players you'd expect to be able to contribute quite a lot to the successful Chelsea season. Even Giroud getting himself 10 goals, Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic, plenty of players getting themselves on the score sheet and on the assist chart, which is nice to see, right? You want to see a lot of the other players being able to contribute to this season. And all of them contributions did give Chelsea a pretty good goal difference at the end of the year, with 92 goals scored and 37 goals conceded, having joint top with Manchester United for goals scored. Unfortunately, Chelsea didn't get top spot in the goal conceded, having to finish in 4th place, behind Liverpool, behind United and behind Manchester City. But let's be honest, everyone, who cares about the goals conceded? You've just won the league. You'd rather win a game 5-4 than 1-0. So the goals conceded, just forget about that. That doesn't matter. It's a goal scored you want to be focusing on. That is the most fun part. And if we get a little bit more in depth with the team stats overview, Chelsea also had the most points per game. What to expect from a team that has just won the league. But the most impressive thing about this is the fact that Chelsea scored in 29 games in a row. Absolutely unbelievable from that Chelsea squad. Really shows how attacking this tactic is, scoring at least one or more goals in 29 games. Insane stuff from Chelsea there. Obviously, most joint team goals. Most shots for, we had to finish in 4th place behind Liverpool, United and Arsenal. Fewest shots against, we did finish in 2nd. Obviously, we didn't concede the least throughout the year, but only having 305 shots against. Maybe a little bit of complacency from the Chelsea defence throughout the year. So once again, if you had a better defence than what Chelsea possess, you could probably get the least goals conceded. But 37 goals throughout the year, still pretty impressive. Best pass completion, we had to finish in 7th, with the likes of Brighton and Fulham getting a better pass completion than us. A little bit concerning. Most possession, we did have top spot in this with 58%, which is pretty good. I did say earlier on in the video that this is a very possession-based tactic, so it's good that we are top of this spot. Most tackles won, you don't care about. Most dribbles made, we aren't on that. Most clean sheets, we did finish in 3rd. So Azabalaga and Mendy getting themselves some decent clean sheets. I'm assuming it would have been Mendy with 16 clean sheets, and fewest conceded. We've already seen that. And the success of this tactic continued over in Spain, in La Liga, with Valencia, where Valencia, after a full season with this tactic, were only 1 point off beating Real Madrid to the title. And if we have a look at the games that Valencia did lose, they didn't actually lose against Real Madrid at all throughout the year. Beating Barcelona once, beating Real Madrid twice, beating Atletico Madrid twice. Unbelievable stuff from Valencia here. And Jose Gaya also getting himself the highest average rating throughout the year with a 7.64. Insane stuff from a fullback, getting higher than Messi, getting higher than Toni Kroos. And their goal difference was pretty damn good as well. Valencia with a 49 plus goals difference, only conceding 23 goals. 2nd place joint with Atletico Madrid and scoring 72 goals behind Real Madrid and Barcelona. Now, of course, at Chelsea, we had Timo Werner's ridiculous season goal tally of 55 goals. Here at Valencia, we don't quite have that. Instead, we have plenty of goals scattered throughout the entire squad. Valencia's top goal scorer was Maxi Gomez with 17 goals, only getting a 6.88 average rating though. Gonzalo Guedes, I can only apologise, pronunciations aren't my strong point, with 10 goals and 6 assists. Jason with 9 goals and 4 assists, and quite frankly, a ridiculous season for the fullback, probably his most successful season so far in his career. Jose Gaya, 15 assists and 7 goals with a 7.67 rating. Definitely been one of the focal points throughout this year, playing on the left, wing-back attack. Fullbacks are important in this tactic, and maybe with better fullbacks on the right, and maybe if you add a better fullback on the left, you could absolutely triumph these numbers, potentially getting 15, 20, 25 assists for the fullback, which would be ridiculous. Now on to the team stats overview. We're not going to be top of many of these lists, but we're still going to be here and thereabouts. Still very impressive regardless. So most points per game, we are behind Real Madrid with a 2.29 points per game, with 11 games that we scored in a goal in a row. Most goals, we are third place behind Barcelona and Real Madrid. A lot of this, unfortunately, we are going to be behind Barcelona and Real Madrid. Most shots for, we are second place, few shots against in second place. Best pass completion, unfortunately, we're not on this list, so maybe the one thing we were lacking in this squad was a very technical midfielder, a very good passer of the ball. Most possession was Real Madrid, but once again, we are very close to the top of this list with 57%. Most tackles won, that's the wrong screen. Most tackles won, we are in 6th place. Most dribbles made, we are in 2nd place, only a few behind Barcelona. Most clean sheets, 3rd place, and fewest conceded in 3rd place. So 2 very successful seasons with Chelsea and Valencia, really showing how good this tactic is. A 4-2-3-1, and it is working wonders with these 2 teams. So make sure, if you do want to use this tactic, that you do go to the download page on FM Base, give it a go, and let me know in the comment section how it goes. So thank you so much for watching this video. Of course, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be alerted when these sorts of videos are released. It really does help, and I massively appreciate it. So stay safe, have a good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever in the world. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.